So this chapter is the application of the trigonometry, and this chapter is also alternatively called as a height and distance problem. And this chapter is based upon a Pythagoras triangle, and you know that Pythagoras triangle is a triangle of with a right angle. Here it is a right angle, and there is a, and if you know that if it is a right angle triangle, this is a 90 degree, so opposite to this is called hypotenuse, and this is called base, this is the height. So in right angle triangle you will see that one angle here, this is the, from here you can think you are seeing this object. This height most of the time it is reasonable to say a tree, a building, so this is, you can think as a height. This is a height, so that all the building and the trees and all these things you can think this is a height part. So, and your angle of inclination, we saw angle of inclination, that means if your eyes is here, from here you are observing the zone, so that means this is the height, and from this object base, your base of the object is here, so from this is called the distance from the object to the observer. Okay, so this is the construction is required in the chapter. Once that is done, and this angle most of time we term as a theta, so this theta could be 30 degree, 45 degree, 40 degree, any degrees can be. Okay, so most of the time they will, if this is given, they will ask, okay, find out the zone. So basically one of the value can be given and this angle is given, or these and these given, you find out the angle. So like that, mostly these the two parameter will be given and you have to find the third parameter here. And okay, so this chapter based upon your this previous the chapter, which is where we have defined sine, cos and tan. These three are enough, and you have to know the definition of this sine, cos and tan, and value of 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree. Okay, basically this 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree, okay, this is very much required in the chapter. 0 degree and 90 degree, that doesn't give any practical significance here, but basically these on you have to know. So first let us come to the definition of that. This definition is very important. So definition means sine, cos and tan, if you observe, so these indicate a ratio. It is nothing in a right angle triangle, or you can say the Pythagoras triangle. Okay, here sine, cos and tan, these are, what is the sine? If you're observing from here, so your observation point is very much important. You're observing from here and this is angle theta, so this sine theta means, yeah, sine theta means, so now this is a, this is a B, and say this is a C. This is given to indicate very easily. So AB is the height here. So you remember height, whatever you comfortable, you can write h here. This is a base, yeah, and this is a hypotenuse of that. So this is a HYP, because already one H is there, so I have written here HYP. So this is very important. This is height, so you can HEIGHT. This is a base. Okay, this is a hypotenuse. Okay, now so sine theta means here in this triangle, sine theta means if theta is here, so height by hypotenuse. This definition if you forget, then total calculation will be wrong. So height by hypotenuse. That is the first thing you have to remember. Then you can write height is AB by hypotenuse is AC. That is second step, but first this definition to be remembered. Same way for cos theta. Okay, for cos theta, you have to remember this is a base by hypotenuse. So this is the definition part. So this must not be forgotten. Base by hypotenuse. Okay, and tan theta is height by base. Height by base. These are the basic definition not to be forgotten any time. If you know these things, and then for 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree, you have to remember these also. So for these three values are very, very important. So sine, cos and tan. Okay. So now for sine 30 degree, you have to remember these values. There are many tricks, but okay, only these few values you can remember without any trick. This is a half, and this is 1 by root 2, and this is root 3 by 2. If these three things are remembered, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2. So then cos 30 will be, this value will come here, root 3 by 2. This middle value remains same, and sines and cos 60 is same, half. Half will be there. So basically this has gone here, this is there, and this is come here. Now for tan, okay, you have to divide this by this. So you remember here tan 30 is 1 by root 3. This is this by this same value, so this is a 1 and this is a root 3. This is a, so this table to be remembered. So basically this definition is required. You have to identify which is height, base and hypotenuse, that is required. Okay, and this 30, 45, 60 degree of sine, cos and tan, this table is required. Without that it will be very difficult. So please, till you are comfortable, you only revise this part. What is the definition? Sine theta, height by hypotenuse, that to be height by hypotenuse, base by hypotenuse, and this is height by base. This definition has to remember. Okay, and this value of table, this to be, you can write on your answer script, but it will take time. If you can remember, your time will reduce drastically. That is the difference. Otherwise you can make the table also. So let us see that, keeping this thing in mind, I will not erase from the board now. Keeping this thing in mind, okay, now let us try to solve one problem, and I will show you the way. Only this is the information required. Okay, so let us do the first one. Okay, first one, in a first exercise. Okay, so due to space is not there, I may erase it after practice. So first one is example number 1. Okay, so keep this thing in mind. Okay, and we'll proceed for the example exercise number 1. So here circus artist is climbing a rope, this rope. Okay, so so I keep as it is, I will not disturb that one. So I am drawing again one more. So a circus artist is climbing a rope, that means drawing is here, this is a rope, circus artist is climbing. Okay, and this rope is tied on a pole. This is a pole, vertical pole. Okay, so in this pole, So height of the pole is not given. This is given a 20-meter rope, 20-meter rope, long rope. Okay, and this is tied here in ground. This is the pole, and it has made angle of 30 degree here, 30 degree here. Okay, so now it is asked that what is the height of the pole. So here question is raised here is, okay, if you put A, B and C, okay, so this is height of the A. This is a question is posed. So immediately after drawing this problem, so first this is the problem we have to indicate in terms of this right angle triangle. With that we have done it. Next our task is that to this is given and this to find out, and this angle is also given. I told you two parameter will be given, so this two parameter is given, so this third one you have to find out. So what I'll write then is that I'll find between, to be find out, this is question, so these and these, what is the relation? If this is okay, so what you have to do identify immediately is that here you identify which one is what. So this is height because this is your angle you are observing from here, correct? And this is height, this is hypotenuse, and this is a base. This identification is required immediately. Height by hypotenuse, so go here, height by hypotenuse is sine theta. So now you write sine here, sine 30 degree, here sine 30 degrees, height h, or you can write AB, whatever you are comfortable, AB by here is AC, so sine 30 is AB by AC value is given as a, so you can write here first here, then in a AB you can keep AB as it is, and AC is 20 meter. This side is, left side is sine 30. What is the sine 30 value? Sine 30 value is 1 by 2. Then what you will do? You do the cross multiplication, this way, 2 into AB and 1 into 20. So I'll multiply this one first, 2 into AB, 2 into AB, because I want to keep unknown things in my left side. So that is why I have taken this one first. You can take any one as a first. 1 into 20. From here, AB, so 2 is multiplied here, 2 will go here this side as a denominator. So 1 into 20 by 2. So 2, 10. So 10 meter. AB is a 10 meter. That is, AB is a height here. So height of the pole is 10 meter. So all these problems in this chapter will be like this. You have to draw the triangle, see that which are the two parameters are given and what we need to find out the third parameter. Okay, and then you don't forget this formula. So between that known and unknown, what is the relation that you see here? Which one is given? If the height is given, or base is given, or hypotenuse is given, based upon that you have to find the, you have to select the formula. Which one is this formula? So you have to, in here, if height is asked, hypotenuse, what is the relation between these two? I will not think about base in this case. I'll think only these and these. So between height and hypotenuse, you have to remember by definition of a sine, cos and tan that, oh, this is a sine, it is demanded. So you have to write sine theta. Of course, the theta is given here. So this is the way to do. Hope you have understood that. We will move to the second problem. So shall I erase this one or shall I keep this on? Okay, these will, okay, so I'll keep this for some time. Okay, this is a, with respect to this triangle, this is written. So I'll erase this, the table part, please remember. Okay, and so I'll proceed to the question number 2. So in question number 2 is very interesting problem. Is given a tree breaks due to the storm and broken part bends to the top of the tree, touches to the ground. Yeah, so this is a very common interesting problem, is that when you have seen that, see for example a palm tree. Okay, palm tree was this much high in the beginning, this much high was there, very very tall palm tree. Okay, and it is due to storm it is broken. So if it is a broken, what will happen? This top part from here, it will touch the ground here like this. So here it is, this top of the tree is no more there, but I kept it, okay, as a dotted line there. So now this is the problem. So A, B and C it is given. So immediately you have understood that this is a 90-degree angle, this is a height, this is hypotenuse, this is first requirement, this is base. Okay, this is a height, this is base, this is hypotenuse. Once that is done, then let's see that, okay, what are the two parameters are given here. So yes, it has given this angle as a 30. So one parameter is given as a 30 here. So you have to see that what is the other parameter is given. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where top touches is 8 meter. So from here, from base of the tree to the where this top is touching, now this top of the tree is touching here. So this is given as a 8 meter. So 8 meter. So as I told you, you will get a two parameter. So one parameter you got here 8 meter, BC is 8 meter, base is 8 meter, okay, and 30 degrees is the angle of inclination when you are seeing this part of the tree. Okay, so with this, okay, now so okay, now you have to see that, okay, who is what is asked? Find the height of the tree. Height of the tree means, so here the, okay, don't think this is the height of the tree. The height of the tree was from here to here, correct? So that means this part, actually this AC, what you see as AC here, actually this top, that means this is also AC, correct? Can you see that? This AC, if the this tree you again erect it, so that means this is the AC part. So what you have to find here is that you have to find AC, okay, and you have to add with, and you have to also find here AB, because to find the total height of the tree you have to find AB also, and this part, this AC dot here, okay, this part, okay. So here only base is given and angle is given. From this information you have to find first this height also and this height also, so which is now hypotenuse. So it is a two-step process here. So let us first find out base. This is a base is given, so we can find our hypotenuse first and then we can find the height first. Okay, so for base by hypotenuse, so you see here base by hypotenuse is a cos theta. Okay, so let us proceed our calculation. So what we write here, cos theta, cos 30 degree, cos 30 degree is base by hypotenuse. So base is, okay, so first to write BC by AC. Okay, so cos 30, do you remember? I have erased the table. Cos 30, how to remember if you have forgotten? If you want to remember from sine, so that is a sine 60 values. Sine 60, cos 30 means sine 60 values. So that is a root 3 by 2. And BC is given as a 8 meter, AC to be find out. Okay, so from here, if you multiply, so this is unknown part, so I'll do this root 3 into AC first and then 8 into 2 this side. So AC is here 16 by root 3 meter. So we have found this part of the tree. Okay, now we'll find that this part of this AB. So for finding AB, you have to see that relation AB, and you can take any one now because you know these also, you know these also. So better we'll take these on. So height and base. Okay, so height and base is tan theta. So we'll say tan 30 here is AB by BC. AB is not to be find out. BC is 8. Now this tan theta is, do you remember the value of that? It is a 1 by root 3. Now you cross multiply. So AB is unknown. So I will say root 3 into AB is 8 into 1. Okay. So AB is 8 by root 3 meter. Okay. So AB. So here AC is this and AB is this. So to find out the total height of the tree, okay, what we'll do, we'll add the both of them. So yes, here addition you have to be do little carefully. So I'll write here AC and AB we have to add it. These and these you have to add it. So AC is 16 by root 3 and this is 8 by root 3. So see here root 3 is LCM. So this is a common. So this so in numerator will be 16 plus 8 is 24. Once you get 24, 24 you break in a 8 into 3. Okay, or many people say that okay, this is a breaking. Okay, once you get 24 by 3, you multiply here for rationalization. Okay, so in your numerator, what you will get? You will get 24 and 24 root 3, and by you will get here root 3 into root 3 is 3. So 3 and 24 is 8. If you cancel it, so your answer will be 8 root 3. So this total length, total height of the tree is 8 root 3 meter. This is the answer. So have you seen that all came from this, the basic definition, and then replacing the values, understanding the problem. First to understand this, it is asked to find out the height of the tree, and now the tree is broken. Earlier it was like this, now it is broken, and this is a one part and that become another part. So and base is given and the angle is given. So by sine theta, sine, cos and tan, okay, using these relations, first you find out hypotenuse and then you are finding the height. So height and hypotenuse if you add, you will get a height of the tree. So this is the problem here we have solved here. Okay, so hope you have understood that this is a very important part, important problem, because you need to find this the two part from the same information. Okay, so this has the second degree of difficulty, I'll say, because it is not a single step, two-step process. So hope you have understood that, and let us move to the next problem. Hope you are able to remember this the definition of that, or you write on your notebook this thing to be remembered and always, okay, never to be forgotten. Otherwise this height and distance problem cannot be done. Okay, so after this I am moving to the next problem. Here is given here, let us, okay, we are going to the, as per the problem, we are going to the park. Okay, in the park you have seen that for sometimes for elder kids and younger kids, okay, there are the two separate arrangement is there. So there are the two slider uh, is to be done. Okay, so one of the slider, okay, one of the slider is okay, so how the slider looks like, slider is a like this. So from here, okay, so slider is this one, correct? So we so here will be a steps, and you go here, and from here you just come down like this, correct? We slide like this. So here steps will be there, go at the top here, and from there you are sliding down. So this is the uh, this is to be done in a park. So for below 5 years, okay, below 5 years, this height we cannot give a very high. So this is a kept here as a, this one is kept as a 1.5 meter. Okay, for first one 1.5 meter, and angle is the 30 degree here, 30 degree here. Okay, so this is the slider. So this is looking little high value. So okay, maybe 30 degree will be somewhat like this. Okay, so because for the kids na, so it should be little slowly, it should descend 30 degree. Okay, so here this is 1.5 meter and this 30. So as I mentioned earlier also that two values are given, you see here. Okay, they asked, okay, what is the length of this slider, this part. Okay, so to be find out, so let us find out these one. So in this case, what will be the calculation? See, your this is, so immediately what, if you are till you are not comfortable, you write immediately after detecting. So this is a 90 degree angle you have seen. So this is this, and you are viewing this the problem from here only, because the angle is 30 means your eyes are here. Okay, so this is a 1.5 meter. So this is a height, and you have to find out AC. This is, you put a question mark here. So now what will find that AB by AC. Okay, AB by AC. Okay, AB by AC is what is, here it is a AB by AC is, AB by AC is a sine, height by hypotenuse. So this is a sine 30 degree. So now out of that AB is 1.5, AC to be find out. So sine 30 is 1 by 2. So you multiply AC into 1, AC into 1 and 1.5 into 2, cross multiplication. So AC is 1.5 into 2 is 3. Okay, so this is the first one. This is for a below 5-year kid. So your length of the slider is 3 meter. You have to write meter. If they put unit here, so your answer also should hold this unit. Okay, next one for elder kids is the same thing, similar, but height is little more. Okay, and in this case angle is 60 degree. Clear? Okay, so for this elder kid, this height is 3 meter. Okay, angle is 60 degree. So here, see, you write ABC is already written, so D, E and F. Basically, but main thing, the way I remember, or I'll prefer to be, you should write this is a height. This detection is required, which is height. So if your view angle, you are viewing from here, so this is height. This is hypotenuse. This is a base. This detection is required first. Then it become very easy. So now again, this is given and this is to be find out. Put a question mark here. So height is given, hypotenuse asked. So between this relation is height by hypotenuse. What is the relation? Relation is sine, and in this case it is a 60 degree. Okay, so height is given. So you can write instead of height, you can write DE also. That is up to you, or you can write X and Y, whatever you want to write. But basically, this is the relation. Okay. So now height is given as a 3 and hypotenuse to find out. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So this, okay. So now you multiply this way. So hypotenuse is unknown, so I'll put left side hypotenuse into root 3 and 3 into 2. Okay, so this gives hypotenuse is, this is a 6 by root 3. Root 3 will come this side, correct? We multiply means it will come to the denominator. Now these are to rationalize. What is the rationalization process? You have to multiply with the numerator, denominator, you have multiplied by the same whatever root 3 was here. So root 3 into root 3 will become 3. This is called the rationalization process. preferably root thing should not kept in a denominator. Okay, so this is became 3 now. So this became 6 root 3 numerator and denominator became 3 now. So this 3 and 6, okay, and you always remember this is not 63 or something like that. No, it is a clear relation is this is a product. 6 and root 3 they are sitting side by side, but relation is actually the product. Root 3 value 1.732 and 6 you have to multiply if you want to get a real values. Okay, so basically the relation is a product relation. So that is why we can cancel it 3 and 2 without affecting root 3. Always mind it. So their relation is actually there is a this kind of product relation exists. You see here before writing also 6 into root 3 was there. That we wrote as a 6 root 3, but actually this is the relation. They have a product relation. So now we have cancelled 3 and 6, so we got 2. So this became 2 root 3 meter. Okay, so for elder kid this length of the slider, okay, is a df and the df is 2 root 3 meter. Okay, and for younger kid this is so 3 meter. So this is one and this is another answer. Okay, hope you have understood this. Okay, let me know in the comments, okay, if you have any difficulties in understanding here.